Now, players in the e-commerce space have called on government to invest in cybersecurity to ensure a vibrant e-commerce sector. According to them, building resilient cybersecurity systems and effective collaboration with stakeholders will be critical in actualizing the needed growth. Here's a report from the second National E-commerce Forum and Exhibition organized by GIZ.
The second edition of the National E-commerce Forum and Exhibition is a GIZ initiative which seeks to assemble players in the e-commerce sector to deliberate and brainstorm on the growth of the sector. The e-commerce sector in Ghana has witnessed continuous growth over the last few years. As of 2022, the penetration rate of the market stood at 27.4%. Analysts say the rate could increase to about 37% in 2027. Speaking at the forum, the head of technical at the National Information Technology Agency, NITA, Solomon Richardson, called for improved regulation to reduce online fraud.
One of the ways that we are trying to also prevent that on a platform like that, nobody should just go and then just sign up like 1, 2, 3 at that. When you want to sign up, you sign up with your national ID. So it's one of the regulations that we are now trying to come up with, that you as a provider will not allow anybody to sign up on your platform without a national ID or the approved identification system. Then what will happen is that you are now able to track some of these activities. Anybody who is signing up onto your platform, you have to sign up with your national ID, and then for those without a national ID, probably a passport, which can easily be verified, and then you have the details tied to certain numbers, and so when something goes wrong, you're able to do a proper auditing.
The president of the Ghana Fintech and Payment Association, Martin Awaga, spoke against the introduction of taxes on e-commerce transactions, warning that it will stifle growth.
We have a lot of properties around Ghana or in Ghana that are not taxed. This is something that I think calls for revenue measures, and so government should look at some of this other additional source of income than taxing a nascent or new industry that is now trying to emerge or providing opportunities for every other spectrum of the economic ladder.
Cybersecurity lead at E-Crime Bureau called for cybersecurity and data protection education on the part of e-commerce operators to reduce the risk of fraud and safeguard data of users.
People who are in this space put together or put measures in place to avoid this fraud from happening. But it will happen eventually, and when it does happen, you need to investigate to find out how it did happen. How are they setting up these Instagram, accounts that look like the legitimate brand and they are using it to defraud people? How are they impersonating Mr. Super App over here, who is legitimately has a business, right, that is providing a service, and someone is pretending to be him, right, and taking proceeds and damaging his brand in the process. So it has to be investigated.
The second edition of the National E-commerce Forum and Exhibition was held on the theme catalyzing collaboration for a responsive e-commerce